You're listening to KSG Podcast. This is a short, crisp, concise, exam-oriented, edited editorial for civil services aspirants. In this podcast, we are going to talk about how cheetahs went extinct in India. Source for the content is Esha Roy's article for the Indian Express. Over 70 years after it went extinct in India, the cheetah returned to the country on the 17th of September 2022, coinciding with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's birthday. 8 African cheetahs from Namibia, 5 females and 3 males between the ages of 4 to 6 years, were flown 8,000 kilometers over the Indian Ocean to the Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh, where they were released as part of India's 90 crore rupee Cheetah Introduction project. India was to receive 20 African cheetahs this year, 8 from Namibia and another 12 from South Africa, but Environment Ministry officials have said that while all the protocols from the Indian side to bring the South African cheetahs had been completed, assent from the South African government is still awaited. This is the first time in the world that a large carnivore was relocated from one continent to another. Now, how did cheetahs go extinct in India? The cheetah has an ancient history in the country, with a Neolithic cave painting of a slender spotted feline being hunted, having been found at Chaturbhunj Nala in Mandsaur, Madhya Pradesh. The name cheetah is believed to have originated from Sanskrit word chitrak, which means the spotted one. In India, the cheetah population used to be fairly widespread. The animal was found from Jaipur and Lucknow in the north to Mysore in the south, and from Kathiawar in the west to Deoghar in the east. The cheetah is believed to have disappeared from the Indian landscape in 1947 when Maharaja Ramanuj Pratap Singh Dev of Korea princely state hunted down and shot the last 3 recorded Asiatic cheetahs in India. The cheetah was officially declared extinct by the Indian government in 1952. While overhunting was a major contributing factor for the cheetah's extinction, the decimation of its relatively narrow prey-based species and the loss of its grassland forest habitat also played a role. During the decades preceding independence, as well as those after, India's emphasis on agriculture, which included acquiring and parceling of grassland, led to a decline in cheetah's habitat. Since the 1940s, the cheetah has gone extinct in 14 other countries: Jordan, Iraq, Israel, Morocco, Syria, Oman, Tunisia, Saudi Arabia, Djibouti, Ghana, Nigeria, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Now, why is the cheetah being brought back? The aim behind the translocation is not only to restore India's historic evolutionary balance, but also to develop a cheetah metapopulation that will help in the global conservation of the animal. As it is a flagship species, the conservation of the cheetah will revive grassland forests and its biome and habitat, much like Project Tiger has done for forests and all the species found in these forests. Project Tiger has also resulted in the conservation of 250 water bodies found in India's 52 tiger reserves. The Cheetah project is likely to have a similar impact. 6 sites, which had been previously assessed in 2010 for the translocation of the Asiatic lion, were reassessed by WII in 2020: Mukundara Hills Tiger Reserve and Shergarh Wildlife Sanctuary, both in Rajasthan, and Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary, Kuno National Park, Madhav National Park, and Nauradehi Wildlife Sanctuary, which are in Madhya Pradesh. Of these 6 states, Kuno, which had been monitored since 2006, was found to be ready to receive the cheetah immediately, as it had already been prepared for the Asiatic lion. Both animals share the same habitat: semi-arid grasslands and forests that stretch across Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. The upgradation of sites required investment on a large scale in terms of reducing anthropogenic pressures through relocation of villages, mitigating infrastructure, and prey augmentation for the cheetah through translocation of blackbuck, cheetal, chinkara, and wild boar, among other animals. Now, what are the future plans to increase cheetah population in India? Over the coming 15 years, the Indian government will acquire 2 to 4 cheetahs from Africa, with the process undertaken at an interval of 1 to 4 years to establish a breeding cheetah metapopulation of 35 to 40 in the country. Once the population in Kuno National Park has adapted and is flourishing, the Indian government will expand the efforts to reserves in other parts of the country as well. That's it for this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. To join KSG India courses and to crack the IAS exam, visit ksgindia.com. You can also get a PDF of this podcast on ksgindia.com. Thanks for listening and do subscribe to our channel.